Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we are going to be making another phone background, but you can also make this as a desktop background if you'd like. So what we're going to do is, depending on the size of your screen or your phone, you're going to want to change the size right here. So let's go to output, and you want to look for format, resolution, and X and Y. So for my phone, let me see, we are 144 0 and 3088 underneath. Okay, so this is what my phone screen is going to look like. I'm going to go 7 to heaven, and we'll go with let's go with align view, and we'll go camera to view to begin with. And then what I'm going to do afterwards is we will go ahead and take the default cube and go add, and we're going to go plane. So you're going to want to scale this up and scale this across, maybe just have it coming off the side of the page as such. This will be the camera right here. So we're going to go on the shading tab. Let's go new. And what I want to do is, let's go to the materials real quick, and we'll change this to a metallic BSDF instead of the regular. So what I'm going to do, let's go to add. We'll go Voronoi texture. Place your color into base color. And you can do your render right here, but what I would suggest is change your render from Eevee to cycles so that we've got this right here. So the next thing I'm going to do, let's go to add, and I'm going to go with the color ramp right here. So now we want a gold and we want a white within this. So I'm going to take the black. Let's make this gold kind of shade. So roughly there. You can go ahead and press 7 to heaven if you'd like, so that you've got this straight up. And I'm just going to go ahead and make some amendments here. Just make this a little bit more silver, just in the middle. Let's go ahead and take that roughness down just ever so slightly. And then what I'm going to do, we're going to need a kind of bump texture here as well. So we could go add and we could go bump. Maybe just here. Let's go color to height. You kind of got this nice little blue ring now. So we need a secondary color ramp just here. So let's take this one, Shift D, we'll place this here. So now we kind of have this nice little bronze kind of look. Make this a little bit deeper if you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and just disconnect this Voronoi texture that we have, because we see how it works. And I'm going to go ahead and place this on the roughness right here. So now we've got this nice little background going through. And the next thing I'm going to do, we can do rotation if you'd like to. So you kind of have it like that, or you could turn around and put it like this. Totally up to you. You've also got the edge tint, which you can kind of have just at the side. I mean, I might go for a nice little orange at the side right here. Let's see. Let's go with the bump texture. You can invert this if you'd like. You've got the filter. And then we've got the distance. And then you can mess around with the strength and stuff like that. That's kind of a thing. Okay, so what I kind of want to do is add like a little bump texture to this. Maybe we could add another Voronoi. Or you could bevel this, it's up to you. Let's go texture. You got all these different textures. You got checkered texture, brick texture, all that kind of stuff. Sky texture as well, wave texture. Wave texture actually might look pretty cool. Let's experiment with that. Let's go wave texture onto the color ramp just here, see what happens. So you've kind of got this going on. Let's distort it a little bit. Oh, that's an interesting texture. Okay, so let's take down this detail roughness right here. Let's phase it up. Kind of reminds me of a TV, like one of those really old TVs. And then you could kind of like scale this down just a little bit. And then what I'm thinking is maybe We could remove the colour ramp just here. So move the colour ramp. We could have maybe a noise texture on the strength. Maybe that would be cool. Just kind of place that in there. Or you could put this on the distance, to be honest with you. Just to add a little bit more texture. We could distort this just ever so slightly. Let's go with distortion on wave texture as well. See if we can just pull some of that in. So we have something like this. And then what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and take the lighting right here and just duplicate this over to the opposite side. And then maybe change the colour of the lighting. Let's go back on layout. Let's change the lighting colour to a pink, maybe. Just at the back right there, we could go Shift D, move this down. If it ever responds, Shift D, come on. And maybe we can make this as a blue or something. It's just kind of like playing around with the little features and stuff that we can do. I think this is really good practice. Say like if you've just started with Blender as well. Just playing around with some of the settings that we've got right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this one. Let's go with a green. So I mean, it's kind of funky and it's kind of weird, but for a phone background, for kind of like just practicing, I guess, it's pretty cool. I like to experiment with Blender, do different things with it. I mean, you know, silly little things like this are pretty cool, but the coolest thing that you can do is add glass to your plane. So you could have your background there. We could go ahead, take some cubes maybe. Let's scale this down. Let's go to press G, bring this up. What we can do, place a cube right there. Let's go to materials. We'll change this to glass BSDF. Take down the roughness. Now we've got these little cubes going on. So what I'm going to do, let's go edit. I'm going to make these like almost skyscraper like. So let's press G. Bring this up. Let's go ahead and move these to the edge of the plane a little bit. And then what I can do is kind of, let's go, oops. Don't know what happened then. So let's go G. Bring this across. Maybe make it so that it's sat on top. So let's press G to bring this up. Let's go Shift D. Move this across to this side. Maybe a little gap in between. And then we can take this one right here. We can go to edit mode. Maybe take this down, so let's press G, bring this down. Go to objects mode again, and you can take these two. Let's just take this off the render so it's a little bit quicker. Let's go Shift D, move this up. Shift D, move this up. Shift D, move up again. I'm going to go ahead and just select them all. And then just press G, bring them down. Hopefully these all fit. Just going to bring them across just a little bit. Let's go with these two right here. Let's go Shift D, bring these down. Just kind of make a funky pattern, I guess. So you've got about that much. And then you could either continue this pattern across or just do a border. It's kind of like glass. Let's go and take all of these. Hopefully we've clicked them all. Shift D, move across. Maybe press G, move them up one. So you've got this nice pattern going on. Take this one, Shift D, just place it back. and then maybe select all of these. So if we go side view right here, just ignoring the lights, just click on anything that you don't need. Let's go Shift D. Move this across, Shift D, move this across. We got this nice little pattern going on the outside. I mean, you could grab the camera if you wanted to and just press G and just move this across so that it fits and sits where you need it. So now we have this kind of glass look. So what I'm going to do is let's set the background right here, and instead of being grey, we'll change this to black. See if we can experiment with that a little bit. Oh, we kind of got this kind of look going on. If you wanted to, you could improve the lighting just a little bit right here. So if we take one of these lights, if it'll allow us to, go to data, and you can turn up the exposure. Make it a bit more blue if you wanted. I think this project is just generally experimenting with what we can do with Blender. Let's go with this one over this side. Just pull the exposure up on that one a little bit more. And what you could do as well, let's go to add. We'll go plane. Scale this outwards. Press G. And just bring this up. Whatever will allow me. So yeah, we're going to press G, bring this up. Bring it past the camera. And then we'll make this an emission. So let's go new, principal BSDF, emission. Let's turn that off. See what happens. So we've got some lighting coming from the top as well. I mean, to be honest with you, when this renders, it's going to kind of look better than what it does at the moment. But yeah, it's kind of like a nice little quirky tutorial for you guys. Just experimenting with glass and experimenting with colours and stuff like that. See what you can do with it. Yeah, I think some of these as well, maybe we could go ahead. Let's click on some of them. Let's go with this one right here. We'll go and double this into a new material. So this will be glass 2, and we'll change this to a blue. Let's go ahead and take this one as well. We can go down to the drop down, find that blue again. I have a couple of them in different tones and different materials. See how that looks. See how that changes from everything else. I mean, it's a pretty cool project to do. It's just kind of experimental, but yeah. See what you can do with it. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.